Yo, what's good, man? You're back, 10 toes down. Y'all already know what it is, man. Right now, man, we got guests in the building, man.
Yes,
you know what I mean? He well known throughout the city.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself, bro.
Well, first off, thanks for having me. You know what I mean?
Doubt.
I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? I've been running all over the place.
Yeah,
but
I see you out here working, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
my name is Haron Hargrave, a.k.a. H2O. That's my nickname.
But this is a ritual for us.
Shout out to my man. Shout out to my man Punch Dollars.
That's my man Punch. Yeah, my man Punch. Punch has been a part. I've been knowing Punch since we was like in high school and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all go back.
Oh yeah. So Punch is.
So you from Freeport?
Nah, I'm from Southside. I'm from Queens. Yeah, Punch from Queens. Yeah, Punch.
I was thought he was a Freeport guy.
Okay, Punch. We got some
Punch from Queens.
Punch be all over the place. Man.
Yeah, Punch all over the place. I think he lives in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I thought he was.
But I remember he used to live in Rochdale Village. In Rochdale and Queens.
Hey, you know what?
I'm sorry to blow your spot, man. Yeah. You're a Queens guy, man. He's a Queens guy. You know what I'm saying?
Punch.
You know what's funny? Cause I used to see him out on the Ave and Orchard Ave sometimes. I
that's
from over the area.
Yeah. So that's my guy. He's been a part of the Ballin for Peace family since we started as well too. He's like the promoter, like the. You know, Punch used to do a lot of big parties back in the day.
Yeah,
too.
I know. Yeah.
So and he's still doing the parties and events. So like my whole thing connect. I don't know if you've seen, but like last week we got together and I kind of like, you know, we was up there talking at another event, and I'm like, yo, man, this is my man, right?
Toasting him,
I'm like, yo, this is my guy. You know what I'm saying?
I want to clap for that because we say that in New York we don't give each other love.
Nah, that's my
from
dude.
The artists, and I appreciate that. So
it just so
brother to brother,
and it wasn't nothing to be on camera about or anything like that. It was just like, yo, you know, we both. Being from Queens, we Queens dude, we kind of play the back role a lot. We be doing the biggest shit and be like just
people
chill.
Don't be knowing like that.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? The first 2 years I did Ballin for Peace, no one knew who it was. Like no one. Like you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I think it was better that way because, you know, you get more love. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time when people know you like nah, fuck that.
That's another little entrepreneur tip too. Yeah, I'm taking notes.
It's like, you know, you kind of like, you don't gotta say anything. Like I always want more people. I feel it's more impactful when you talking about what I do, or you talking about what I do, and then me, I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not like a lot of people. Yo, I did that. You'll never see me do that.
Right.
Like you wouldn't even know I played basketball unless I told you I played basketball, and I had a whole basketball career. But until somebody bring up that topic, then I'll start talking about it. Like, you know, one of the biggest things you see people go live and they're on this. I still can't get with that, and that's why my numbers are good, but I'm somebody who, honestly, if I did all that, I would have like over 100,000 followers.
No, it's gonna come.
But
be authentic. It's
100%. I get the genuine love. You understand what I'm saying?
That's the most important thing.
Who really respect me and rock with me and support what I'm doing. But being Queens humble, right? We humble people. You know what I'm saying? You see Nas will come out, throw a dope album, and then disappear.
Face in the background.
You know what I'm saying? Like then him and Hit Boy again. All right, cool, fire, that joint was dope. Right back to you know what I'm saying? So that's how like I kind of accumulated. Like you see Jay-Z, he was always bosterous and you know all that other stuff, and a lot of Harlem guys are like that. Not you know what I'm saying? Not to no offense, but Brooklyn, Harlem.
Honestly, to be real, I think that's the difference between Southside guys, Queens guys, and Harlem guys, because y'all both known for getting money.
Yeah,
but Harlem guys gonna tell you and boost and poke their chest out.
100%. You won't know.
Guys, they just going they cut. You're not gonna know who really.
You don't know if I got $2 or $2 million in my pocket.
Where does Bronx play a role in this? I haven't.
We gonna leave District 9 alone, man.
Okay.
We live on grimy uptown.
Okay, all right. Let's leave that alone.
So
we love
Bronx.
you guys.
Shout out to the Bronx. Man.
Shout out to the Bronx.
We ain't making it, but we trying to take it.
Okay, listen.
So we ain't making it, but we try to take it. That's
it's
crazy.
It's all New York, though, at the end of the day. All New York.
So it's kind of like...
Yeah. But yeah, I known Punch for a minute. That's my guy.
Shout out to Punch.
We still rocking and rolling. You know what I'm saying? And it was just, I ain't see him. We talk, and I would just let him know, like, this, no matter what. If we talk every day or not, when it's coming up, yo, Punch, you ready? It's go time. Let's go. and that had to be known.
It's funny because I want to get into this, right? So it's a lot of times, like one thing about Punch, I respect. If he say he gonna do something, he gonna do it. If he can't 100%. Do it, he gonna tell you. So it's funny how important in this game somebody's word.
Oh, 100%. Nah, that's everything. Your word is bond. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if it's not, then you can't rock with. I'm a very I'm a creature of habit, right? Mm-hmm. In a good way too. Like, you know what I'm saying? People be like, keep that same energy, and it's usually in a negative way. I put that to a positive way. Like, keep that same stuff that allowed us to win and go. Let's keep that same energy. You know what I'm saying? And let's keep those same people around. If you're around and you're doing right, you're gonna be on board. You're gonna be rocking out with me until we take off here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe in a switch up unless somebody switched up on me. You understand? So like at the end of the day, if that happens to me, I have no choice but to like, you know what I mean? Sometimes I tell people, even like in relationships, there's people who you can't. I tell people you can't overlove somebody. There's people who be thinking like, yo, if I love this person more,
overlove somebody.
Like if I just love them some more, like they don't rock with you, bro. In real life, they don't really, because at the end of the day, they taking that guy who don't literally do nothing for them, who ain't buying no groceries, no this, no that, and they rocking with him. That dude got 3 baby mamas and all that. They gonna rock with him.
She's showing you who she is.
Showing you. But sometimes people can't help who they love either.
That's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying? It was like, yo, how can this dumb, busty, he ain't got no money,
I say the same frequency vibe with the same frequency.
But
believe it or not.
I don't agree with that. When I say frequency, it's like, because you can be giving them good energy, right? And then they not giving you that same. And then maybe they pump faking. They giving that to you to get you in.
It's a facade.
A facade, and then now you gotta know who's who and what's what and what was real and what was fake. You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest thing when you're dealing with people, relationships, and all that. Like,
people, I agree with that because
sometimes
people
you can
will
go
definitely
down
rob you of your energy.
That part. You know what I'm saying? They'll
take you to have this conversation.
Yeah.
People will drain you. They will rob you of your energy. But once they will show you who they are eventually, and you have to believe it and exit.
That's the part. Sometimes people, and that's where the overloving comes in. That's where people be like, man, if I just did this, and it's like, nah, bro.
But you gotta look within yourself, though. See, 100%. when that happens, that's something that you have to reevaluate in yourself to figure out why is it that you're projecting this love onto this person, and they have shown you who they are, and you don't want to believe that. So you have to start to reevaluate yourself.
Well, because sometimes people think that they can change people, and that's the biggest thing. You can't change. When I learned that I can't control anything but
outside of yourself,
outside of myself, I was a better person.
Right.
Because before that, I used to think that I can change the way somebody feels. I can change somebody's mind, and you can't. No. Right. And
that was a self-evaluation that you had.
100%.
And readjust on your end.
100%.
And then that's when your life became much better.
Oh, much better and easier.
Self is paramount.
Even when I was younger, I used to split the pole and a black cat. Bruh, this has I'm only thinking these things. When you can control your mind and understand, man, that's nothing. Then when one of the biggest things, I lost so many people dear to me. I lost my mom. I lost my grandmother. I lost my best friend. I lost my godbrother. So many pillars to me. So then you start living fearless. You start living in a sense of when I mean fearless in a good way, because it's what else can
you took the biggest losses?
I took the biggest loss in my entire life. My mother being I was a mama's boy. You know what I mean? I love my mother. She was a teacher, and this is why I do a lot of stuff that I do because of my mother. But when I say those things and losing those impactful people in your life,
absolutely,
your mother, your grandmother, you know what I'm saying? They're gone.
Yes.
What am I fearing?
What else is there? Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why am I walking around a tree?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why am I black? Or why is it not a white cat? You know what I'm saying? So you got to start thinking like that. And I just started thinking of the things that I couldn't control.
Right.
And I've been living, wonderful life.
You see that you just went ahead and you turned fear into inspiration.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely.
You can't be both. You can't be fearful and faithful either. Right. You got to choose one. So you either gonna be a fearful person, and you can't be faith. You gotta pick one. So if you believe in faith and you believe in a higher power and things of that nature, then you can't be fearful. You understand? That's it. So I believe in a higher power. I believe in things happen, for a reason, but you can also make things happen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a doer. So I believe that I'm a result driven person. I'm a person that given the opportunity, I will take that opportunity. You understand? There's a lot of people who can get given the opportunity and literally just sit on it. I'm not one of them.
Funny how you mentioned that. And in the previous segment, we were talking about artists and how artists don't value opportunities nowadays or what have you. And you was talking about you was telling us about a couple of things behind the scenes or what have you. So describe your experience industry wise as far as just because sometimes you get to a point where you go ahead and put your money in other people and then you realize, damn, I gotta go ahead and bank on myself.
So I had I'm not an artist. I'm not a hip hop artist, but I do help out artists, right? So I put together a lot of hip hop ciphers and concerts and things like that. The reason why I kind of did it, my boy Graf, I don't know if you know Graf, Team Bang and everything like that. He used to be signed. He was one of the last people signed to Rockefeller with that split with Dame Dash and Jay-Z. He went with Dame and Kanye went with he was with Black Hand. And
RP the OG.
Yep. And Kanye went with Hove and Graf went with Dame. It's you know what I'm saying? So you see how that went. But he's a good dude from Queens, humble dude. He's on tour with Joyner Lucas right now. They've been touring all over, going crazy, sell out crowds. And humble dude, you know what I'm saying? But my first ever Ballin for Peace game, I put Graf at to perform, and it was at Baruch College. We had close to 2,000 people there, and it was crazy. And Graf performed at halftime. And people yo, Graf still rap? Yeah, he still rap, but people didn't know because that was a different time. It was in 2015. It was still people was still kind of with the CDs, but then streaming. It's just a weird space that was happening. And he's talking about mixtape. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody buying mixtapes no more. So you can put as many mixtapes as you want out. Nobody getting it. So I pushed them to kind of after that performance. I started H2O Music. I didn't want to have Ballin for Peace music, right? Because it didn't make sense, and have gangster rappers and stuff so. We started H2O Music, and I started doing because we spoke, and success that I had with Ballin for Peace. I was like, yo, you need to do concerts, bro. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do your concerts, and I started Ballin for Peace. H2O Music, and we started doing our concert series and stuff. Our first show we had at Santos Party House. I don't know if you remember Santos. So, and that was the last show that ever was at Santos. And I did the same concept with him that I did with Ballin for Peace. And that's get my peoples involved. So we had Smack White, he was the host. Murder Mook was out there. Joe Buttons was out there. He, what's his name? Not Trey the Truth. Bun B came and performed with him.
Amazing.
Jada Kiss came out. I said, use your likeness. LL Cool J posted about the event and everything. So it's just so many different. Chris Webby. Everybody was there. And I'm like, yo, this is, and we packed it out.
So that was the cross promotion.
That was the cross promotion.
Collaborating, right?
Yeah, 100%.
That's what I spoke about, right? You can't do everything on your own and expect. One man can do many things, but many men can make greatness. 100%.
But you got to have people who believe in that.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And you have to have other people who really feel that way.
They got to see the vision.
100%. I could put you on to something, right? And you could take me putting you on and still try to do your own thing, which is cool. But let's get right here first.
We have
to the point where when you go and do your own thing, it's seamless. Like what 50 Cent did. 50 Cent did for G Unit. And people don't really realize what he did. And that's why some of the times he's so mad at these guys because he put them in great positions.
Wonderful positions.
He put his first album out and then he didn't do another album until everybody's album came out. He put Banks' album out. He put Yayo was in jail.
Lloyd.
Yayo was coming out to a gold album and didn't even, you know what I'm saying? He was in jail behind.
Jail the whole damn time.
You know what I'm saying? He put Buck's album out. He put Game's album out. Then he did a group G-Unit album, and then he did the Massacre. You know what I'm saying? So he could have like burnt out his whole like movement. Cause Get Rich or Die Trying was crazy.
Oh God, that's phenomenal.
And I was listening to it the other day. Like it was.
That's a classic.
Yo, and then imagine that having that album, and then you know what? He's like, yo, you know what? I'm red hot. I'm gonna put your album out, Olivia, and it's all these different.
Where's he from?
He's from Southside Jamaica.
So we gotta make it a habit to stop saying that our people don't help each other out, because that is a clear indication that he made sure that, look, I want y'all to be able to go out and do your own thing. I open the doors, because some people don't. Some people don't even do 100%. That. They don't see greatness in you. They don't want you to be great. He opened the door for everybody, and he's still with Yayo to this day.
Yeah, Yayo's still with him. He's still with Yayo ain't leaving 50.
They still with each other, right? But still,
he's not gonna leave. Why would you?
He helped his people out. He helped 100%. Them out. It's up to you if you want to fumble the bag. And that's up to you. But
I don't know. Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Like it's like I could lead you to the well. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be willing to go ahead and get the water.
There's so many people.
I'm teaching you how to fish.
100%.
That's it. Don't rely on me. I'll teach you how to fish. I open the doors for you. Go ahead and do what you got.
Some people gonna catch on. Some people gonna get left behind.
Period. That's about what it's
Beanie
about.
Siegel said that with Hove though, in the reverse way. Like Hove ain't really like helped them with the state property thing and all that other stuff. He kind of like, just threw them out there to the wolves, and ain't really like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
figure it out.
Really put it in position. 50 put them dudes in position to win. When they had their own solo albums and they were making their own money and everything like that. Now you go bankrupt and you do certain things and you want to come back and, you know what I mean? But I can see how, some people be like, you should have just, you could have just did this. No, but I just did that for you, bro. I'm not going to hold your hand through everything. I taught you how to fish,
right? I got things to do. No, it doesn't work that way.
So it works in two ways. You know what I'm saying? People, you can go ahead and feel like, I did this for you. And now I want to see you do something for yourself. And in a lot of spaces, that's how it goes, But at the end of the day, if you know that you put your best foot forward, then that's all that matters. But if you know that you seeing somebody, you see how hard this dude 50 working and doing it. That's why, like, when people are around me, and I'm gonna lead by example. Now people be like, how can I support? How, bro? Like, you can't see how. Post a flyer.
Yeah.
Do something, bro. Just don't be doing nothing.
You
and asking me.
I make myself indispensable. I don't ask nothing. I see what you're doing. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do it times 2.
And those are the people that I want around me.
I don't. I don't need to ask nobody nothing. 100%. I have 2 eyes and I have 2 ears. I don't need to ask nobody nothing. I know what to do. 100%. And just YouTube University, you go on. If you don't know something, go find it out. I don't ask somebody nothing. I make myself.
I'd rather have 5 stand-up niggas with me than 50 losers.
100%. So, and my crew, I have my support system. My people's about 3 or 4 of us. You know what I'm saying?
That's all you need.
And then I got some people who support. I got people who come out the day of and support. I got people who be, sending out flyers and stuff throughout the whole time. Absolutely. But, you're going to show who you are. The people closer to me. I went to an interview the other day. I interviewed, this is crazy. I'm not going to say their names, but I went to an interview and I had a great interview with the people and everything like that. The next day I had next morning, it was like I had the Pix 11 morning news. I'm on a segment. And, the person there that I had the interview with, they just was being, they were just on it. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. And come to find out, one of my peoples, I didn't even know, he tells me in the morning, I can't make it to the interview. And he's back behind the scenes and all that, right? And luckily, say the host or whatever was like, we was tapping in and chopping it up. And I was like, I just felt the energy. So I'm like, yo, you want to come to Picks in the morning?
Yeah.
They're like, most people don't give that, that's like taking the elevator up other than taking the stairs. Some people will make you go in a ringer just to do certain things.
Absolutely.
And then they'll never it's somebody that known you for 20 years, never put you on to nothing, bro.
Nothing. Never invite you to the big things. They'll invite you to some things.
They'll invite you to all the little nonsense.
All the little irrelevant
You know what I'm saying? Irrelevant stuff.
I tell my husband that all the time.
They invite you to irrelevant stuff all day long. But then, somebody like me, you just met me. And I say, yo, come with me to Picks 11 in the morning. Like, what? It could seem so far. It could be you could be so real that it comes off fake sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And that's
like, what's your motive?
What's your motive? Yeah. Like, bro, I don't got one, bro.
Yeah.
How is that helping me?
Right.
That's helping you.
Right.
But I could have took anybody.
Once again, self is paramount. Like, you got to reevaluate
yourself. That's the New York mentality that we got to start to change.
Some of us.
But it's a lot of grimy people. You know them from even your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? There's people that you just talk with and conversate with just cause they're around. Mm-hmm. I was talking about this earlier. Like sometimes
illness around. Yeah. Believe me, when I have conversations with people, no matter what the subject matter is, I can identify that they have a mental situation going on.
Right
because there's no way that if somebody invited me to Picks 11.
I think people use that as a cop. I don't mean to cut you.
No, a lot of us are not realizing it. But just like you said, the black cat and splitting of the pole, we got that concept from somewhere.
Some weirdo.
It came from somewhere. So we haven't been operating from our true selves for a while because we're operating on what the projections what society gave us when we were a kid.
Yo, you know what I used to say? So like, see how look, I'm moving my hand here. I'm doing this. When I control what I want to do, even as an educator, there's students, they know right and they know wrong.
Absolutely.
They choose to do wrong. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And you cannot save everybody. Everybody cannot be saved, period. And when I learned that, my whole thing switched. I went from like trying to just, over support and trying to do, you know what I'm saying? But and then, so my biggest thing is I aspire to inspire others to do more, right?
See,
but I can't make you
be your angel and who's gonna be your devil.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Some people are devils around you, and you don't even know it until it's too late.
Absolutely.
You gotta know how to spot that devil before it's too late, because that devil will fuck up your opportunities,
will
kill your blessings, and keep you from going ahead and rising up in life. Sometimes you ever got rid of somebody, and all of a sudden things got better.
Oh, not all day long. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can do. My mother used to say I could do bad by myself.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I could do bad by myself. And I live by a lot of things that my mother used to say to me. And they come true.
That wisdom.
You know what I'm saying? She's you going to miss me when I'm gone. She used to always tell me things like, you're going to miss me when I'm gone.
I lost my mama early. I lost my daddy.
I lost my father, so I know.
It's real. So like when you living with the fearless movement, right? I live in, I don't fear anything. You understand? The worst fears have happened to me in my life. So like I'm moving with,
I felt the worst.
I felt the worst of the worst.
It's nothing anybody else in the world would do to me.
When it happens, it don't feel as bad. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, that's crazy.
But you gotta push through it.
You shed a tear too,
and then you
keep
move
right on.
And it's so funny because that's how I operate. I've been hurt so much, like you become numb in a way, and then nothing bothers you. That's why when people have conversations with me, I'm saying to them, I'm going to do it. I don't let that negativity get into my brain because I've already suffered enough.
For sure.
But I want to flip over another note because you are a person who has so much experience. Right? Especially, you're not an artist, but you deal with an artist. You can be able to identify an artist. You know how to break an artist. What is going to take for an artist to be successful in 2024, in your opinion?
That's different. I heard y'all talking about that.
Yes, I want to know.
It was more of a, you got to do more. Artists can't just win with records no more. You know what I'm saying? And then it's a dying industry, right? When it comes down to the origin and how it was, right? Selling records. Like there's no records anymore. Like it's streaming, and in the streaming is cents of the dollar now. Like it's nothing.
0.0.
So zero, it's not even so it's like, what you have to ask yourself. I think all artists have to ask themselves, what am I doing? Right? Where do I want to go? But then there always, like 50 Cent showed you again. I'm gonna bring up, he's one of my favorite artists, and He also helps me
shout out to 50
business wise. He's a great businessman.
I'm an entrepreneur.
So
yes.
So you got to do other things, right?
There we
you
go.
have to do other things. You have to get your music on playlists, right? So on movies and on TV shows, sitcoms and all that.
NFL,
the NBA, the video games. It's money to be made. Like so. Just think outside the box a little bit.
Okay.
The old concepts are no longer there to make the big bat. You're not Drake. You're not Kendrick Lamar, right? You're not who's the other big artist? It's not even big artists. They gotta go. They touring. They outside again. They gotta go tour again.
Look at Beyonce.
Before they out there touring. Before people were like, I'm not touring. Because their money they was making enough money residual from the stuff, but people not buying them. Now people are outside, they hustling again, they getting back in these streets. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool and it's good to see some of your favorite artists, the nostalgia of it all as well. But then at the end of the day, them getting out there and touching the fans, going here, going there. I think you need to do more of that. Make yourself relevant. A lot of artists aren't relevant. You know what I'm saying? They're not relevant anymore. If you can't get your family to buy your album, why am I? Or buy a ticket. Why am I? Why am I going to buy your music if your family don't even buy it?
I tell my son all the time, treat your sister right.
I view this shit is like the presidential election. Because, it's 2024. Trump and fucking old Sleepy Joe ain't just sitting behind the Zoom or whatever and talking. They getting out there, they touching the people, they shaking hands, they kissing babies.
That's what I'm doing.
They hustle.
See what Ballin for Peace. I've been everywhere. I've been going.
Yeah.
So and
no matter how big or small.
No matter how big or small. See, like even here, I came from another interview. Yo, you still got some time? I got like 20 minutes. If you still available, I'm gonna drive here. I'm not gonna go if my ship going down. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna go down from a lack of effort, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing, I'm going, I'm making this happen. At the end of the day, people, they'll just talk about it.
Yes.
I'm a result-driven person. I'm a numbers-driven person. So I know the numbers that make this successful.
Absolutely.
I know what I got to hit. I know what I tell people all the time. People, how can I support you? Support with your purchase. Buy a ticket. Buy some merchandise. Do something. You know what I mean? Donate. Push. You know how you really going to help? Support with your purchase. Get a ticket. If you can't come, donate. Period. The end. That's the main focus. You know what I'm saying? We got, we giving out scholarships. We're doing certain things. The player, my guy, Mekhi Jackson, he went to Susan Wagner. He got our first ever Ballin for Peace scholarship this year. He'll be playing in the high school all-star game this year as well, too. So shout out to him. He just made a commitment to SUNY Oswego. That's where he's going to be going to school at this year. And that was one of the things that he had to do in order to get the money that we were going to give for the scholarship. He had to commit to a school. He had to go to school. We're not just going to give you money and you don't even go to school. You know what I mean? So
I'm grateful
for that. So now we get into the segment of Ballin for Peace.
Yes, sir.
What was the inspiration behind the concept?
And I tell this story a lot. It was just a lot of crazy stuff going on. The whole Mike Brown situation, Eric Gardner, and the police brutality. It was just wow. I don't believe in marches and rallies. They don't work. We've been doing that forever, and it's like crying and begging for help, right? You know what I'm saying? And we getting hosed down and beat up and all. A peace rally, right? The same thing. And what they say, you do the same thing and expect different results. No, that's not gonna, it's crazy. It's insanity. So I don't go to rallies. I don't go to marches. I don't go. It doesn't make any sense. And actually, I'm like in harm's way going to them things.
That's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, my thing is, you got a problem? We got a problem with the cops? Let's how can we come together? I'm a result-driven person. Let's get some results. What's the issue? What's the problem? I also think that we need more community policing. Like if I'm from Southside, put me right in Southside, right? They think that this is what they think. Oh, you can't have people in there because they might let people go and all. No. That person that you may know, and you may know their mother or their grandmother or something like that, you liable, they're going to respect you more. Yo, you see me, yo, Coach H. Coach H, I can talk to that kid.
Absolutely.
Because I'm from here. Yo, you don't want to go in, bro, don't stop that now.
You understand the environment.
Other than because they don't know who you are. They don't know, you know what I'm saying? So I think more
this is a fact.
I think more community policing needs to, even when I teach, I was teaching and all that. I would be in my community, those kids know me. H2O, yo, they can Google me, they can look me up. So they respect me. You understand? I'm able to have those kids undivided attention, other than somebody who they don't know from Long Island, who don't look like them, and they coming into Queens and the South Side. Who is this dude? You know what I'm saying?
Something happened.
I'm not going to rock with
the
him.
problem.
I can diffuse the problem.
Especially in your community, if somebody's dealing with mental health, you know, I don't need to go and shoot this person. I know he's not that harmful.
He's not harmful. He's not doing nothing.
I can talk to the mother. I can calm everybody down.
100%.
Communication.
And a lot of those people they fear us, right? So they don't even, they don't understand us and they fear us. Don't just you have a hoodie on. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
They think you're a criminal just because it's cold. Like, you got a hoodie on. Yeah. You know what I mean? We in New York, we wear hoodies. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wear hoodies. Like, hoodies. But so I started Ballin for Peace because of all the senseless acts of violence that was going on. I didn't think that, this would be something I'll be talking about in 2024, to be honest with you. But they had the Mike Brown situation, Eric Gardner situation. Mike Brown lost his life for a Snickers bar. They said he stole a Snickers bar. All right, cool. Eric Gardner lost his life for selling loose cigarettes.
What about
$1? Then
the book bag boy that was in jail for,
and then even recently George Floyd loses his life. They said a counterfeit $20 bill, right?
Nothing.
Counterfeit. So all of those, add them up. They lost their lives for under $20. You know what I'm saying? People don't even think about that concept. All the other and that not even, even known that we didn't see. People getting lynched, and it's been crazy. At the end of the day, we've never been connected, right? Policing wasn't for. It was, for us. It was slave catchers. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. So going back, right? But at the end of the day, we try to, we try to make things and act like things are right. We didn't even have the right to vote to the 60s.
Come on.
The 60s.
Let's talk about it.
You know what I mean? My dad lived in the 60s.
Even
slavery wasn't even that long ago. It was like over 100. So why would we think we equal? Why would we think that we're on the same level playing field? We're not. So we know, the real ones know we behind the 8-ball. How we maneuver around it is how you win. You play their game. You know what I'm saying? You tap in with them. You be friends with them. You allow them to, feel like you're not a threat.
Create the dialogue.
100%. So now I'm controlling my own narrative. My thing with Ballin for Peace, I'm bringing us together. Like, you know what I mean? I'm letting them know, like, yo, we not harmful. We here, you know what I'm saying, trying to build peace.
Do you want some chicken?
And connecting, you know what I'm saying?
You want to eat some more chicken? Because I think that'll calm you down.
But, yeah, so that was the concept behind it, all the senseless acts of violence that was going on. I wanted to do something positive. And what I know sports. I played ball. I played overseas, played D1, did all that. I know that team sports brings people together.
It does.
So, family.
It's the same thing at the Olympics. USA. And then when the Olympics over, we back to niggas. You understand? So that's got it. So I need us to stay in that team sports mindset. You know what I'm saying? And drive that into like where we can come together. And if they and all the racists and all the people who really not for it, we gonna weed them out. And we're gonna weed them out. But I do stuff with the police. You know what I'm saying? Even though they haven't been. Even though when I drive, still to this day. I drive and the police by me. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I know I ain't doing nothing.
You're a black man. I'm
a black man driving, period. That's all I'm doing. I got all the PBA. I'm loaded up with that stuff. And still, you know what I'm saying? I had cops try to be like, who this? You really? Let me.
Fuck out.
You know what I'm saying? It's still quite, yo, this is, who this to you? And you go tell them. You tell them all this. And they reluctant to kind of, you know what I mean? Give it back or whatever. You understand what I'm saying?
I get exactly what you're saying.
So, we know where we at. We can't act like this ain't it either. You know what I'm saying? We can't fake as if this ain't a real thing that we going through. So, again, I aspire to inspire others to do more and to be different. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I can do. But I can't change anybody. No. And there's a lot of people who are in bigger positions and better positions who could have done this. And I understand why they don't now. You see in all this other stuff. Politics. And these people don't want to lose. They don't want to, you know what I mean? They don't want to lose. They don't want to lose where they at. Mm-hmm. They don't want to have what happened in the Diddy to happen to them. Mm-hmm. You understand? Mm-hmm. Like, you know, because all of this stuff, even with Diddy, right? Uh-oh. Why is it coming out now?
Why? Good question.
That video was 8 years ago. Why is it coming out now?
Right.
Because he tried to own certain things. When you starting to get into ownership.
He messed with the wrong people.
And don't get me wrong, that shit was crazy. And he deserves to, you know what I mean? If that was my sister,
it'd be a problem.
I don't know if Diddy will be here right now. Right. Just respectfully, I would have got a charge. And I'm not even on that. But if that was, I have 3 older sisters and I grew up with my mother. I grew up with 4 women. If any man did that to my sister, I'm willing to go to jail for it. You understand what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking
about. You don't put your hands on a woman. Mm-hmm. And it's getting me enraged now. Just think about it. He kicked her and all that wildness, right? Wow. But why is it coming out now?
Right.
You understand? Absolutely. You got to think about that.
The why factor.
The black man trying to get some more power. And it's like, nah, you doing too much now.
100%.
Right.
Now he's finished.
Right.
Bill Cosby, same thing. Why'd that come out now? Mm-hmm. You got to understand what he was trying to buy NBC.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of things that we, you know, and I don't like to speak about this stuff.
Right.
Because
they need to be spoken about, bro.
That need to be spoken about.
You know what? But, no more biting our tongue. We're going to stay 10 toes down.
For sure.
We appreciate you doing that shit, man. Because at the end of the day, man, there needs to be a level of accountability.
Facts.
There needs to be a level of understanding. Mm-hmm. And regardless of how you feel about the guys from the other side, you still got to work with them. You still got to deal with them. So it's kind of like, it's better to have some type of dialogue and understanding. It's not going to change. It's well, like you just said, you still got to, you know. You still got to
do what you got to do.
Exist.
At the end of the day.
Hold the gap.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So
piece by piece. So Ballin for Peace is year 8. We at John Jay College. This is like our biggest fundraiser that we do per year. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We you know, the message is peace through sports. You know what I'm saying? We pushing that. Again, sports is the pillar to bring people together. So is music. Amazing. So you have sports and entertainment, all that going down.
So what's the lineup for Saturday? Give them the whole
the lineup is crazy, man. So we're gonna have our high school all-star game. We're gonna have the the Elite 32. So we took the top players from our high school classic that we did in December. Mm-hmm. The players who won MVP for their team, we put them on one team.
Dope. Okay.
And we're playing against pro reps. My boy Lawrence, he's had his AAU team for some time. Okay. And one of my boys, right? You know what I'm saying? So have him pull up. You know what I'm saying? We're doing an all-star game. Then we have a 3-point contest where you can win $333.
Mm-hmm.
That's my number, 333.
Yeah, 333. Wilson brings out the ball racks. They have all like 25 basketballs. You get 1 minute and 30 seconds to shoot. Mm-hmm. And after the first round, we'll take the top 4, and whoever has the highest score after the top 4 wins, right? Mm-hmm. Then we got the dunk contest with some of the best dunkers all over the world. Harlem Wizards, I had the Harlem Globetrotters, all that participating in it. That's gonna be fire. We got Real Fans, Real Talk sponsoring that. Okay. They giving out $500 to the winning team, and I forgot Who Got Next is sponsoring the 3-point contest. Mm-hmm. They and then we have the celebrity basketball game. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be dope. That's got 6:30. So and then we have different performances and all that. Danny Dior, Cash Cobain. Okay. We have Capella Gray and my boy Lucky Banks.
Oh, the
lineup's gonna be crazy. We have some up and coming artists that's gonna be performing as well too. So it's gonna be really, really dope. Mm-hmm. PS 181, the Blazers, their cheerleading squad, they had won a cheerleading competition that I was one of the judges for. Oh. And with that, I told them that they can perform at the high school all-star game. That's what I'm talking about. That's it's just giving back to the community. And again, just more eyes and ears on this. There's nobody doing nothing like this.
Nobody.
Independently. You understand? Mm-hmm. Right. There's people, you make this look like Nike or somebody's doing this thing.
It sounds like Nike or some big corporations involved. And we got to make sure that 10 toes down next year would definitely want to sponsor.
Let's
with a
make it happen.
In that, because it's definitely something.
You talking right? We can do those numbers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we gotta do more. We can't keep saying it and not doing it. A lot of talk happens, and you know, I tell people all the time when they say, "Oh, I didn't know." Nah, you can't say that with Marvin. I've been everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I text, I call, I email. You know what I mean? Like, you'll see it on, and then laughing. People like, yo, you ain't see it on the gram? That's the last place. If you tell me, yo, you ain't see it on the gram, you didn't want me to be there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because if you wanted me to be there, yo, you call. I call people.
I had a relative going to talk about, I post everything on the gram. I said, I'm talking about a cousin. Excuse you?
Yeah. Nah, you ain't want me to be there.
You can text me. What? There's no excuses. You just didn't want me to. I take it as that. It's not to being emotional.
People, is there still time for people that want to donate or?
Oh yeah, you could donate all year round. Our donation thing don't change. You go to Ballin for Peace. That's BALLIN. Okay. The number 4 and the word peace.org. Ballinforpeace.org. The first thing that comes up is the ticket link. You can also go down our website. You have a donation link where we have all our programs that we do. We're going to be doing some programs during the summer where we're leading basketball camps and clinics and things like that.
This is amazing.
Definitely text me the website so I can make sure they put it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be super dope. But yeah, we've been moving heavy, man. Yeah, I'm excited about what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? I've been running around all over the place, and I can't wait to see everybody there. We
definitely pulling up on Saturday.
Yeah, we have some of our most pre-sale tickets in recent history, for the event. And my biggest thing is bringing New York back together. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people done moved and, not even here in Atlanta. They over here.
Right.
I live in Jersey right now myself too. So,
all right.
But it's when things like this happen, it's no better feeling, a bigger feeling than
restore that feeling back to the city.
100%. The Knicks did it too with playing well and all that. We gotta come and
we got real close. Yeah. So if you want to donate to a specific program, you can do that, or you just send.
Yeah. So we have a link. Okay. And you can put whatever you want. Start at $2, right? But at the end of the day, we want people, to support a little bit more. We're gonna actually have a goal for the first time at the event that we're gonna have, and we're gonna try to raise that goal. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Nah, man, we appreciate you for pulling up, bro.
You. Yeah.
Before we go, one more time, getting the information for Saturday's event.
Yes.
Location, everything.
Amazing.
Yeah, so you could pull up. It's gonna be John Jay College, June 15th. Doors open at 3:00. The show starts at 3:30. We have the high school all-star game, 3-point shootout, dunk contest, celebrity game, and we have performances all in between the day. DJ G Money, DJ Dawn DeMarco, DJ Amy Red.
Okay, you got
all be there. Yeah, so we'll all have different. I'm telling you, I'm tapped in. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna be there.
Well organized.
Yeah, for sure. This is not my first rodeo. You know what I mean? So you just get better. You keep getting better and keep getting better, and then
evolution.
Evolution.
You just gotta start. So is there the demographics going to, obviously the kids is
from
younger.
From 6 to 60,
but then you're going to have some older folks coming in, right?
Yeah.
So that's called bridging the gap a little bit, because I know Method Man and Redman had a little issue during their last performance or whatever.
So I was there at Summer Jam. I think the people reacted to them. I don't think that they didn't react to them. I don't know, but Summer Jam is not. It's a younger crowd. It's not how it used to be, and especially it doesn't even have the same muster that it had. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Because you how do you go from a stadium of 80,000 people to an arena that holds like 15,000?
So that in alone, that's where the industry is at.
Let's talk about it. Okay.
So that in itself takes away from the. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't have any superstars on there.
Right.
Who was a
Who's the real superstar?
You have people that I have that are performing.
Wow.
Respectfully. Not, you know what I mean? I have those people who they're gonna be there on Saturday.
Right.
So, no Drake, no Chris Brown, no, you know what I'm saying?
No big
artists. No Nas, no Drake. We want to see some of those.
The biggest artist was like Sexy Red, I think. Was like the biggest artist.
And Doja Cat.
And Doja,
no offense to nobody, but I'm saying when you...
So the crowd was already saturated before Method Man and Redman got out there. It's like...
Jadakiss got one of the biggest pops, though. Like, Jadakiss came out and did a couple of songs for Mr. C's, memorial joint. And, they wanted more from Kiss. Kiss is one of those artists that, people just love. You gotta... Everybody love Kiss.
The kids know Chris. Kids know Chris. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We definitely would like to have you come out to speak a little bit about that, about having the younger... How do we merge the younger to know what the older is, the hip-hop rules, and how do we make that happen?
I've talked to the Hip-Hop Museum. Those are things that I want to do there in the Bronx when they officially open. I was trying to have the students from my school go there and get a tour and everything like that.
Absolutely.
But what I'm going to do, bridging the gap, doing panels and everything like that, and having young and older people there, and actually, them telling them stories because they don't know.
Charlemagne, I recently went out to an event with Charlemagne. He's promoting his book, and that's exactly what he did. You was there? I was there on the east side.
That was at my school, Democracy Prep.
Right. So, I was there. Right. So
you were there?
I was there. I was on the panel. One of my mentor got up and spoke, and he mentioned me. No, it was Ed Haynes. He came up.
Okay.
But however, that's what needs to be. That's what needs to be done. Right. Yeah. That's bridging the gap. Some raised their hand and said they knew of Charlemagne. Some didn't.
Yeah, they didn't know.
But once he left, they did.
They did.
And he had a very fruitful conversation. But that was amazing.
I think that starts from at home. The parents gotta be the ones that really.
But they don't play music no more. The parents are
play music. They're working.
24. You know what I'm saying? Parents are 30 now, so it's like
it's different. You gotta hear. You got to.
And they're not playing like my mother used to play music, like when she was cooking and all that. Parents don't cook.
Yeah. Nah.
They don't cook. They make you go to the store, get a Haron. You know what I'm saying? Go buy from the corner store.
That.
Life is different. Period. And we can't go back to that because there was certain ways that were good.
You can't relate
so you can't really relate in era to era, and like even comparing the best artists and this, it don't make sense because Michael Jackson was in an era where there wasn't no cell phones and all that. And selling massive records,
hundreds of millions.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's all. And they, Jet Magazine and all these other things. Yeah. It was a different way of getting income. I mean, not information.
You know
what I'm saying? Now everything is like that.
1, 2, 3.
Yo, what's next? It's like, hold on, bro.
And somebody album could come out today. And
you read something tomorrow. Something yesterday. It's old news by today, bro.
Facts.
So it's like
within seconds.
That news just came out. The Lakers was trying to get that coach from UConn, Dan Hurley.
Your feed is just going so fast.
Dan Hurley did not. Now the news is
now you on to the next thing.
And then what? Something happened with Diddy? And then what? Something happened with Method Man?
We thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.
The kids, you know what I'm saying? They better be appreciative because you're doing a lot of things that they need right now.
We thank you.
And it's not a lot of people doing the community, so we definitely want to tap back in with you because anything when it comes to help benefiting the kids or whatever and making sure they straight, we definitely want to be a part of it because there's not enough of us out in New York City doing that right now. So commend to you and salute to you, man, because you're doing some shit that not so many people are doing, man.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? You stand on your 10 and I don't get no funny vibes from you. You definitely a genuine dude and you seem like you definitely doing it from the goodness of your heart.
100%.
Ain't no ulterior motives, which is a beautiful thing. So everybody need to tap in with you. So everybody that's watching, donate to the program. We're going to go ahead and have the information for you, man. Because at the end of the day, we got to support black people that's going ahead and trying to do right by us and trying to go ahead and make sure the community is straight because we don't have enough people that's doing that right now. So
not nobody taking the responsibility the way he is. And I just want to say thank you. I don't have any roses or flowers to give to you today, but Saturday I will be giving you some roses. Man.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. I have.
We hope you come back again.
I definitely will, man. Like I won't stay in my cave too long. You know what I'm saying? I come out when I do events and different things, but I was telling people like this feels good to be amongst the people and pushing.
Yeah, take your flowers, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You know. But we do it. They can follow me at H2O5. That's the letter O, not 0. Follow Ballin for Peace, BALLIN, the number 4 in the word peace, and H2O Music _
On that note, we're gonna stay 10 toes down, and this is how our ritual. We go 10 toes down. That's it.
10 toes down.
10 toes down to the ground. Y'all know what it is?
Yeah.
That's it.
Sign us out.
Sign us out.
Peace.
Peace.